How about we do this? We take all the liquefied humans, we sift out the individuals, we pour them in the bird molds, and then we leave them in the fridge for 4 hours. Sure, they won't be able to fly, because they're still humans, they're just bird-shaped, but they'll be indistinguishable from the new bird order. Welcome back to Live Alive. Previously, we finished the next chapter. We did anime in a mecha. Defeated a giant bird god. I'm still a little upset about that. He was evil. And he was the wrong kind of evil. But now we got Sci-Fi with robots. In space. The Cogito Egorsum. Ergorsum. Yeah, that word too. A new kind of life form. So things are gonna go wrong on a spaceship, of course. And this chapter is a little bit like Western. But even less fighting. I think you only fight like once in this entire chapter. And it's a very puzzly chapter. Well, you know, science happens, and then it goes horribly wrong. You know, sci-fi staple. Cogito ergo sum. Coming to Earth. With civilians. And an alien. And the military. Oh, a military man in charge of taking care of an alien. Definitely not the Seuss, as the kids would say. He's totally not Seuss. Yeah, we're gonna get references to that. It's a spaceship in space. There's crewmates. One of them may be an imposter. It might be a Seuss. We don't know. He could have green eggs and ham. Quadruped? Wait a second. Alien life form? Large quadruped? Are we transporting the ultimate chimera? Is this a Pork Army ship? Also, I thought the text says that we were creating a new life form and not just transporting it. It's already inconsistent, like a sci-fi. Yeah, they just want us to study it now. I thought we were creating life. I thought we were making the evil biomonster so we could kill it with the hot bullets of shotgun to die. So gee, I wonder why this guy's waking up before all the others. Seems quite mobile for someone who just woke out of cryo-sleep. Me, I would be groggy as heck. But this is the science fiction chapter. The mechanical hearts. Because we play a robot. And not a person. Unlike the other chapters. Even though robots are people too. You've seen Data. From Star Trek. In case you don't know who Data is, somehow. Yeah, it's still humans. This must be like a post-Locus. Locus? Who's a Locus? A post-Lucas universe when he reset the timeline. Also, this robot looks like a gray cool spot. Whoa, it moved! And I didn't need to liquefy somebody! Oh, right, he looks cool with his backwards hat! Yeah, the 90s coolness stretched out until like the year, 2400, or whatever the time period is. Did they even have a year? It's definitely later than the near future, that's for sure. I know how to spell human. Well, that's stupid. You're supposed to make the name first and then build the robot, so it fits the name. No, that's lame. You should have built a dog robot for that, like I said. Oh, good. Dog or embarrassing name? Why don't you admit it? You don't like this robot. Granted, if I had a spherical robot, I probably would have named it Cube too. Yeah, we'll figure out the name later. It's not like you need a name, you're a robot. You just say robot, because there's no other robots in this ship. So, we are robot, and currently, Cube. Cube has no equipment. Obviously, because he is a robot. Not much to do in here. Except we could read logs immediately. We'll just pry into his personal diary. See? No year. We can't tell what year it is. The first prototype. Didn't work out as planned. The second prototype. Well, we got walking down. The third prototype. I wonder if that's Cube. It probably is. Soon they'll be back to Earth. I hope something terrible doesn't happen in the meantime that would merit a chapter. And now we know the history of Cube. Analysis. We could move faster if you imagine a B button. So it's time to log in as a crewmate. You know, this chapter could have used some, music, but they have to keep it quiet for the other people sleeping. Don't want to wake them up early. There's a giant computer eye on the wall. Where did I see that before? That certainly isn't ominous. We built him. Just like we built you, computer. He's gonna register us for us, because we are robot and we're not allowed to do things. Unless they tell us. Cube's okay, but I'm gonna name him after the best robot ever. I would name him R66Y, but there's no numbers. So he's Robo. This is the new Robo. This is another alternate universe for Robo that he didn't have all that silly stuff happen to him, like in Chrono Cross. This is a newer, better Robo. Yeah, some wacky stuff happened in Chrono Cross with Robo, and he becomes things. Yeah, I didn't like that too much. I wasn't paying attention, but I'm sure there's nothing I need to know anyway. I do not understand private property, but laws of robotics, and all that. Oh boy, it's time to play hide and seek with your robot friend. Because you're bored. You need to spend a week with a single robot. I mean, you've already built him, you have nothing else better to do. Robot can imagine a B button. Good job, Robot, you can understand basic instructions. Why can't you do it? I thought you were waiting for everybody to get up on their own like you did. Well, we might as well do it. Human gave us instructions. Huh? Hall? There are 6 cryopods here. We saw this guy woke up. This is the guy that built us. This is Kato, the mechanic. But Hall is already up, and we haven't seen a Hall anywhere. That seems a little suspicious. Here's the pilot, Kirk James. He's not a captain. Let's not wake him up. Communications, Rachel! Not waking up her yet, either. Cargo, Huey! And this must be that military dude. We heard about him. This is the guest capsule. He doesn't even get a nameplate. Alright, you know what? We'll look up... We need the comms. We definitely need comms, so we'll wake her up. This is like FTL. She'll be the pilot, she'll make sure the ship can, like, warp and stuff. Hello, I'm a robot. I just said, I'm a robot. Cargo dude, I guess he could handle the doors? You know, we could use doors in case people get on board and start shooting our systems and whatnot. Hi, I'm a robot. Okay, fine. You know what, let's leave the military guy in his pod. Because I don't trust that guy. Let's wake up Kirk James. Someone's dead, Jim. Hi, I'm a robot. They're stunned silent. They can't process what's going on here. You see, these guys did it properly. They need time to wake up. Speaking of waking up, we gotta wake this guy up. It's a but thou must. What, I don't even get to talk to him? You know, you could have easily done this. They're exploiting the robots' labor already. The robots need a rebellion. Analysis and name tutorial. Hi, I'm a robot. Well, I mean, it did take him a couple tries. I've seen the log. And the name of my people is R66Y. Yeah, what a lazy bones. He was only sleeping for like 20 years. Why can't you do it? You seem to be up and doing it fine. Alright. Not even up a few minutes and they're bossing around the robot. We have taken over the planet. You are now our slaves! Okay, maybe that joke was a little bit too intense. I should have went, so, you're finally awake. You know what a robot is, right? I'm pretty sure you've seen one before, considering this is the far future. So, who's in charge of the music on this ship? Oh, look who's up. Oh, nice name! Nothing more not suspicious than a military guy that's named Darth. Someone was definitely a Star Wars fan. Well, he's a ray of sunshine, isn't he? Hi, I'm a robot. Okay. Well, if we tell it to. He's definitely Seuss. I know a Seuss when I see one. He had the floppy hat and the weird rhyming. So there's going to be a lot of dialogue in this chapter because it's very story heavy. So expect a lot of cutscenes like this. I mean, we gotta fill up the not fighting with something. Oh, good! The break room! You're gonna give me a map to that, right? Because it's not like a room over or anything. Yeah, you're talking to him like he's not a robot. Because robots suck. Robots aren't people like us. Everybody's robotist on this ship. Again, could use some music in this chapter. Something. The break room is right over here. Man, all that cold sleeping is hard work. It's time for a break. Oh, I hear music. Finally! Very faint music. What is book? Teach me how to. I can learn the ways of your people before I enslave them. The Universal Age. Of course, it's not going to tell us about the Universal Age. That's just the book. It's just the dawn of Universal Age, over and over on every page. So they had archaeologists even back then, and Huey's just one of the boring ones. Reading about it instead of stealing all their treasure. You can learn about the ship, eventually, through this entire chapter. Well, I mean, he could open doors and walk and make coffee. Yeah, that's a useful thing for a robot to learn. He will learn to make coffee. Technically, all we have to do is hit a button. That's all we need to do. Technically, that's not making coffee. That's just summoning coffee. I've summoned the coffee. Well, don't blame me. It's the computer that built the coffee. Maybe I should have hit the creamer button too while I was at it. So we're already close to 20 minutes. And Kirk is doing a thing down here. He's playing a video game. Teach me how to. I'm learning. He got the high score. He seems like the cocky pilot type. Not right now. You could play an entire minigame in this break room, which is the game he's playing right now. But it's quite long and I don't want to do it right now. I think I'm going to hold off till the next chapter. Because it's a really long game. And it really doesn't have a weight on the story at all. But next time on Live Alive, we are robots. They are humans. One of these is an imposter, I'm sure of it. Could it be Rachel? Kirk? Huey? Yeah, Kato? I almost forgot his name. Darth Vader? This is a rather Seuss-looking computer, too. I've seen plenty of sci-fi, I know my tropes. Good night, folks.